Welcome to Edith Stoic, your space for raw conversations and life lessons. 8 things you need to do if you want to be happy in old age. Most importantly, number 5. As we age, society constantly reminds us to stay busy, be productive, and keep moving forward. We are told that slowing down is a sign of weakness, that taking life at a relaxed pace means we are falling behind. But what if true happiness in our later years isn't found in doing more, but in doing less? Yes, you heard that correctly. There are certain aspects of life where caring less actually leads to greater happiness. These are the things that drain your energy, disturb your inner peace, and take away from the joy of simply living. In this video, we'll explore 8 things you should stop investing so much effort in as you grow older, things that are no longer worth your stress, time, or attention. If you want to experience genuine happiness, contentment, and serenity, you must master the art of letting go. The key to enjoying your later years is not in constant striving, but in consciously choosing where to direct your energy. Number 1, let go of worrying about what others think of you. For much of our lives, we've been conditioned, sometimes even programmed, to care deeply about other people's opinions. Did I say the right thing? Do they like me? What if they judge me? These questions sneak into our minds like uninvited guests, shaping our choices, holding us back, and making us second-guess our own worth. But here's the hard truth. No matter what you do, people will always have opinions. Some will praise you, some will criticize you, some will misunderstand your intentions. Others will judge you without ever knowing your story. And the most ironic part, most people are too busy worrying about themselves to be thinking about you for long. Imagine an old artist who once hesitated to share his paintings, fearing they weren't good enough. But one day, he stops seeking approval, picks up his brush, and pours his soul onto the canvas. His work won't please everyone. Some will admire it. Others will dismiss it, but finally, he feels free. Because he's no longer painting for others, he's painting for himself. Let go of the need for external validation. The sooner you do, the lighter your heart becomes. Walk into a room without wondering if people approve of you. Speak your truth without adjusting it to fit someone else's expectations. Dance in the rain, even if others prefer the sunshine. Be yourself unapologetically, boldly, and fully. Those who truly matter will embrace you, and those who don't, they were never meant to walk this road with you anyway. Number 2, stop engaging in unnecessary arguments and drama. When we're younger, we often feel an intense need to prove ourselves, to argue, to defend, to make others see our point of view. We believe that if we just explain things well enough, people will understand, agree, and change their minds. But as we grow older, we realize something crucial. Most arguments are a waste of time. No matter how logical, well-reasoned, or passionate your words may be, some people will never change their opinions. They are not looking for the truth. They are looking to win. Think about the last time you got into an argument that drained your energy. Did it truly change anything? Did it bring you peace? More often than not, arguments, especially those fueled by ego, stubbornness, or emotions, lead to nothing but frustration. You end up exhausted, while the other person remains as convinced as ever. Some people argue not to understand, but to dominate. Others thrive on drama because it gives them a sense of importance. Do you really want to spend your precious time fueling that? True wisdom is knowing when to walk away. It's the ability to say, all right, if that's what you think, and move on without resentment. It's about recognizing that silence is sometimes the most powerful response. Choosing not to engage doesn't mean you're weak or that you've lost. It means you've won the battle for your peace of mind. Letting go of unnecessary conflicts is not about surrendering. It's about prioritizing what truly matters. Your time, your energy, and your happiness are too valuable to be spent on meaningless debates. When you stop engaging in pointless arguments, you create space for deeper conversations, genuine connections, and a life that is infinitely more peaceful and fulfilling. Number 3, stop trying to solve everyone's problems. At some point in life, you must accept a hard truth. You cannot save everyone. You may have spent years giving advice, stepping in to fix things, and trying to smooth out the struggles of those around you. Perhaps you felt responsible for a friend's bad decisions, a family member's poor choices, or a colleague's endless troubles. But here's the reality. no matter how much you care, you cannot carry the weight of other people's lives on your shoulders. Think about it this way. If you always step in to fix someone's mistakes, you rob them of the chance to learn and grow. Imagine a child learning to walk. If you never let them fall, how will they ever learn to stand up on their own? Life's struggles are often the greatest teachers. When you interfere too much, you deny others the lessons they need to become stronger, wiser, and more independent. That doesn't mean you should turn your back on people. Be supportive, be a listening ear, offer guidance when asked. But don't make it your mission to solve every crisis that comes your way. Some people don't even want a solution. They just want someone to listen. Instead of exhausting yourself trying to mend every broken piece, focus on your own well-being. Ask yourself, are you pouring so much energy into fixing others that you're neglecting your own happiness? If so, it's time to step back. Allow others to face their own battles, make their own mistakes, and discover their own strength. Your life is yours to live. Don't waste it carrying burdens that were never meant to be yours. Number 4, stop chasing perfection and let go of regret. Perfection is a mirage, a shimmering illusion that vanishes the moment you think you've reached it. Yet, so many of us spend our youth relentlessly chasing it. We push ourselves to be flawless, terrified of making mistakes, desperate to avoid failure. But life is not a straight line. It is a winding road filled with missteps, wrong turns, and unexpected detours. And that's exactly how it should be. Think about the artist who never finishes a painting because it's never good enough, or the writer who keeps rewriting the first chapter, never moving forward. The pursuit of perfection is a cage, trapping you in endless self-doubt. But here's the truth. The most beautiful works of art, the most inspiring stories, and the most fulfilling lives are never perfect. They are raw, real, and deeply human. And what about regret? Of course, you've made mistakes. You've made bad decisions, hurt people, and taken the wrong path at times. But reliving those moments, wishing you could change them, does nothing but drain the energy you need for today. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with stones from the past. It slows you down, exhausts you, and keeps you from moving forward. The only way to walk freely is to put it down. True peace comes not from erasing the past, but from embracing it. Every mistake was a lesson, every wrong turn led you somewhere, and every regret shaped the person you are now. The past is unchangeable, but the present is yours to shape. So, stop chasing perfection. Stop mourning what's gone. Instead, embrace your journey, flaws and all, and make the most of the time you have ahead. Number 5, stop accumulating what you don't need. As we grow older, we begin to see the truth. Material possessions do not bring lasting happiness. Yet, for years, we have been conditioned to believe otherwise. We buy the latest gadgets, fill our closets with clothes we barely wear, and surround ourselves with furniture, decorations, and trinkets that serve no real purpose. We tell ourselves these things add value to our lives, but in reality, they often weigh us down, physically, mentally, and even emotionally. Think about it. How many things in your home do you truly use and cherish? How many sit in storage, forgotten and collecting dust? That expensive jacket you bought on impulse but never wore? The shelves full of books you promised yourself you'd read? The kitchen gadgets that seemed like a good idea but now just take up space? These items don't just clutter your home, they clutter your mind. Now is the perfect time to let go. Keep only what is meaningful, useful, or genuinely brings you joy. If something no longer serves a purpose, release it. Donate clothes to those in need. Pass on books to eager readers. And declutter your space to make room for what truly matters. The less you own, the less you have to clean, organize, and worry about. More importantly, when you stop chasing things, you start appreciating experiences. Instead of spending money on the latest trends, invest in meaningful moments. Deep conversations, spontaneous adventures, time with loved ones. Because in the end, it's not the things we own that define our happiness. It's the memories we create and the people we share them with. Number 6, stop trying to please everyone. For years, you may have lived under the crushing weight of expectations, constantly bending over backward to meet obligations, putting others' needs before your own, exhausting yourself in the endless pursuit of approval. Maybe you said yes when every fiber of your being screamed no. Maybe you tolerated disrespect just to keep the peace. Maybe you twisted yourself into a version of what others expected, afraid that your true self wouldn't be enough. But here's the liberating truth. No matter what you do, you will never please everyone. And more importantly, you don't have to. Imagine the freedom of saying no without guilt. The power of prioritizing your own well-being without feeling the need to explain yourself. The joy of choosing what genuinely makes you happy without that nagging fear of disappointing someone. Think back to the times you sacrificed your own happiness just to make others comfortable. Did it ever truly satisfy them? More importantly, did it fulfill you? The people who truly love and respect you will celebrate your choices, even if they don't always agree with them. And those who get upset, who guilt trip you for putting yourself first, they were never in your corner to begin with. Take a lesson from the greats, bold artists, visionary thinkers, trailblazers. None of them changed the world by trying to fit into it. They lived on their terms. They embraced their truth. And because of that, they left a mark. Life is too short to live by someone else's script. This is your journey, your story, your happiness. Don't let guilt, fear, or the opinions of others hold you back. Stand tall. Speak your truth. Take up space, because the moment you stop trying to please everyone is the moment you finally start living. Number 7, stop rushing through life. For years, you've been running, chasing deadlines, fulfilling expectations, and packing every hour with tasks. Life has felt like an endless race, a constant sprint toward the next goal, the next milestone, the next big thing. But have you ever stopped to ask yourself, where am I rushing to? What if the destination isn't as important as the journey itself? Picture this. You wake up, and for once, you don't immediately check your phone. You don't bolt out of bed, gulp down coffee, and rush out the door. Instead, you pause, you stretch, you let the morning sun warm your face. You take a slow, deliberate sip of your coffee, actually tasting it. And in that moment, you realize you've been missing this. The simple joy of being. Slowing down doesn't mean losing ambition. It means truly living instead of just existing. It means noticing the golden glow of the setting sun, the way rain sounds against your window, the soft laughter of a loved one at the dinner table. It means feeling the crisp autumn air on your skin, holding a hug a little longer, letting a conversation flow without glancing at the clock. Think about it. When people reflect on their lives, they never say, I wish I had hurried more. No one looks back fondly on the emails they rushed through, the meals they ate while distracted, or the moments they let slip away because they were too busy planning the next thing. So pause, breathe, be present. The best parts of life are not found in a packed schedule or a completed to-do list. They are hidden in the spaces between, the moments you allow yourself to feel, to breathe, to be. Number 8, stop worrying about the future. Worrying is like running on a treadmill. It keeps you busy, but you get nowhere. As we grow older, it's easy to fall into the habit of overthinking. Will my health decline? Will I have enough money? Will I become a burden to others? These thoughts sneak in during sleepless nights, stealing our peace and filling our hearts with anxiety. But here's a truth worth remembering. Worry has never solved a problem. It does nothing but drain your energy, steal your joy, and cloud your present with unnecessary fear. The future has always been uncertain, and it always will be. No one can predict exactly what will happen next. But one thing is certain. You have made it through every challenge life has thrown your way. You've faced hardships, endured loss, and navigated difficult times. And each time, you adapted, you survived, you found a way forward. Instead of fearing the unknown, shift your focus to the present. Look around you. Notice the small but precious things, the golden sunlight warming your face, the laughter of a loved one, the comfort of a familiar melody. These are the moments that give life meaning. Every day you wake up is a gift. Every breath you take is a blessing. Worrying about the future won't add more years to your life, but appreciating today will give you a life worth remembering. Let go of what you can't control. Trust that life will unfold as it's meant to. Instead of filling your heart with fear, fill it with gratitude. In the end, what matters most is not how much time we have left, but how much joy and peace we allow ourselves to experience right now. Life is not measured by the number of days we live, but by the moments that take our breath away. As we age, we often feel the need to do more, achieve more, or prove more. But true happiness in later years is not about adding more to your life. It's about letting go of what no longer serves you. It's about freeing yourself from stress, unrealistic expectations, and unnecessary worries. You don't need to seek approval. You don't need to live in regret. You have already lived a full life, and now is the time to truly enjoy it. Release the things you cannot change. Stop carrying burdens that are not yours to bear. Stop worrying about things that, in the grand scheme of life, won't matter in the end. Instead, choose peace. Find beauty in simplicity. Allow yourself to rest, to be present, to fully embrace each moment, because real freedom doesn't come from how much we accomplish. It comes from how much we let go. A life well lived isn't one filled with fear, regret, or endless struggle. It's a life filled with peace, love, and gratitude. So, live lighter, live wiser, and most importantly, live happier. If you found this video valuable, hit like to support the channel and share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss future content. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.